to another video here at my channel. And if you're new here, I am so glad. Hi, I'm Alice. I'm a video marketer in social media, a graphic design student, and a mom of two. And if you are a business owner, a student, creative, or you just want to become one of them, then this channel is for you. I am so excited to share this day and this week with you. I don't know if you have seen my previous shorts on YouTube, but if you haven't, then I can tell you that I have been sharing a few heads up for this video. I'm going to share how I made an amazing photo shoot background with different props, and I'll share some behind the scenes with my model, who happens to be my mom, and the editing process. So to start it all, I had to find the things I needed, like the tripods, light stands, and I also had a softbox somewhere lying around. But the light was broken, so I had to find a new light bulb, and I did find it at Clas Ohlson here in Skien. It is actually the only shop that I found that had a natural light bulb, or else should have probably ordered it online, but it takes a lot of days and I didn't have the time to order it online, so I needed to go for the next best thing, and it worked all right in the photo shoot as well. Then I started to create the wall that I wanted, and I found some inspiration at Pinterest. I love Pinterest. And I thought that I just had to do something unique. And this is something I've never done before. This photo shoot is also a part of the course assignment in photography, as I am studying graphic design. I didn't know that photography was such a big part in graphic design, but I really like it. And especially this part where I can be creative and create something unique. In this course assignment, I had to create something called a conceptual photography, and it should be a portrait or a zoomed out photo. And I talked a little about it in the previous video, but for this assignment, I really had a lot of fun. To capture a conceptual photograph, you have to think about something that provokes or creates some kind of a feeling. It's a photo that shares a story, where you'll use props or other elements to strengthen the message. And for me, I had a really clear vision, because there is a lot happening in my life and around me, and I'm blessed to have the best mother in the world that wanted to be a part of this assignment. And it felt really good to give her something in return. As you probably may know by now, if you've seen my previous videos, then you should know that she got ALS. And it's a disease that there is no cure for. But she is staying really positive and so strong. So the concept I wanted to go for was a warrior of life. It's the story of my mom, basically, in this exact moment. And I'm actually really happy with the results. She is happy as well, and for me that's the most important part for this assignment. So I had to go a few rounds to find the things that I were looking for, but in all honesty, Clas Ohlson has the most of it. The wool that I got, I found it in a sewing and knitting store nearby where I live, but Panduro also had some, but it was really expensive. I also chose the light from Clas Ohlson that had a dimming possibility and also the possibility to change the colors of the light, because maybe I wanted to be creative with the lights as well. So as you can see here, I am trying to do something with the light, and what I found out later is that this lighting actually looks like a stroke of lightning. And that wasn't really the intention, but we can say it was. And I am just covering up with wool because I didn't want the light to show itself in the paper. So, and this thing with the wall took a lot of time. Actually, the process took me all day. It doesn't look like that because I have cut the video and I have done a lot of editing, but it really took me some time. And what I forgot to buy was balloons. I didn't think I needed them, but when I found them, I actually needed them really bad, because I wanted to create something dimensional, like a sky that stood out from the wall. And to do so, I needed to create the sky. And I used the balloons to do so. So, as you can see here, I am doing my best in creating a little bit of a sky that can float in the air. And I had a lot of fun, but the glue was a bit sticky, so I needed to wear gloves to not get the glue all over my hands. Oh, look at that result. It's amazing, and as you can see, I'm really amazed in the video. I've never done this before, but I had so much fun. And also, I had to entertain my son that suddenly woke up from his sleep. And it's not really easy doing these things when having a baby at home, but I managed it somehow. So as you can see, I needed to create a stand because the living room and every room in this house is actually really tall. I can't reach the roof. So I needed to improvise, and I found some wood stick kind of thing. And for 5 minutes I were a really handy woman, finding the toolbox to my boyfriend and tried to create something out of it. So it worked, because now I have the skies floating in the air like it's a heaven inside in my living room, and I'm really happy with it. And also, it would be a blast if the balloons were broken, because then the confetti would go all over the place. Anyhow, you got to eat food, and in the meanwhile, while trying to build something in my living room, I also need to be a mom and take care of my son and eat some food and get some energy. For the sky, I really needed to have some props, like something to fly, and what better is it than maybe a bird or two? So I created a sheet of birds in Illustrator, and I printed them out and used the scissor to cut them out and create them. So I also thought that I would use a chair in the scene, but actually I didn't get this used as much as I wanted to. And it's not a bad thing, because I tried, but I just found out that the model had to sit closer to the floor to be a more part of the sky. So the chair had to go away for most of the pictures, but well, I made it and I could use it if I wanted to. And I also did, but not for my mom as the model, but for my sister, because I had a shoot for my sister as well, and she's pregnant, so she had to sit in a chair. That was nice. Day 2 in this week, I had to prep my model. So the first thing I did was to put on some makeup, and I asked her if there was any kind of makeup that she wanted. And I'm not actually a makeup artist, but I have an education in makeup, in party makeup, day makeup, evening makeup, and the easy kind of makeups, not the complicated ones. And well, learning by doing, I had a lot of practice doing makeup, so I think this is such a fun part. And I asked her what she wanted to wear, and we came to a simplified warrior look. So I used deep purple, deep red eyeshadows and smudged it out in the sides to create a kind of a warrior look then. And I had to be rather careful because I've been sick the whole week, and to put on makeup on a person that is not supposed to get more sick than she already is kind of scary. So I had to be really careful when doing this, but also she's my mom, so it was okay. And I think she was happy with the results because she was really happy with the photos. It's not an everyday makeup. It's not something you wear going out in the store. But you know, you never know. You can go in whatever you want to go in, of course. But yeah. So the last thing I did before the shoot was to set the floor, and I just used the same paper as on the walls, and I did use a sheet just to not ruin the paper while walking on it. And then I opened the last bag of wool to have on the floor. In day 3, it's post-production day, and the last thing I had to do before sending in my assignment was to edit the photos. And I only had to choose 2 photos for this assignment. I think it was rather hard choosing because there was a lot of cool photos out of this photo shoot, and some of them were really unique. I had to share it on a group on Facebook for the people here in Norway that also has ALS, because it is such a rare disease, and it's like only 300 to 400 people that has it, and every year. And I just wanted to share that in case they didn't feel it, they are warriors as well, because they are fighting a disease that there isn't any cure of. So I just wanted to say thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, I hope you will check in on me in the next week for the next video. See you later. Bye.